Teofimo Lopez hasn't given up on getting a fight with Terence Crawford at 147 pounds. Teofimo Lopez thinks that if he beats Crawford, it will make him a 3-division champion. Undisputed champion, it looks like Teofimo will get to fight Crawford, who is acting paranoid and talks about conspiracies. Lopez told Crawford, "I want my flowers now, and the only way I can get them is to beat him now and earn that respect. It's the Terence Crawford age, and that's the person I give his flowers to. We're not too far apart in weight class, though, and we can make that happen. I'm a fighter too, and I know I'm the best." He says he's the best, too. "They're trying to block my goal of getting to Crawford because they don't want me to do it." Bob Arum says he loves Teofimo and doesn't hate him. Lopez is fighting Terence Crawford, but he adds that he needs to take care of his fight next month against Jermaine. Ortiz Arum began working on the Teofimo, and Ortiz fight almost finalized the work on it. An exciting young boxer named Kesson Davis will face off against a tough opponent. Jose Pedraza is on the undercard. I believe that our partners will use February 8th to introduce a lot of great boxes. Vargas's son Emiliano is also on the card. He's a bright prospect. Abdullah Mason will be there as well. There are lots of bright young fighters who will make a breakthrough in 2024. The week leading up to the Super Bowl is wonderful because everyone is at the venue holding the event. We have a great platform for Teofimo during Super Bowl week. Every big personality in the sports world will be there when Lopez protects the belt. It will be a way to market Teofimo in big, massive fights throughout 2024. Teofimo Lopez made it clear that he wants to fight Terence Crawford after protecting his welterweight title against Jermaine Ortiz on February 8th. Lopez stated, "Do I want Crawford? What kind of question is that? Absolutely, y'all don't understand. I aim for greatness. Crawford says he's the best. I know I'm the best. First things first, I got to knock this guy out in front of me, Jermaine Ortiz, around August. I started training all the way to where I am now in January, so I've been training for 5 or 6 months. Oh yeah, Jermaine Ortiz ain't going the distance, baby. We're working on all of that, taking off the ring. We're working on everything, that's alright. They gave me Jermaine Ortiz like a sacrifice lamb. They want to see where I'm at, it's alright. We understand the game, we're the game." Teofimo Lopez is back in the gym today after choosing not to retire from boxing.
Do I still got it? Do I still got it?
Do I still got it?
Now Crawford's overall body of work is being viewed differently for Teofimo Lopez. Nevertheless, he still thinks that Crawford's 147 PB run has been heavily flawed if you take a closer look.
You know what I'm saying? The fighters that Crawford fought were handicapped. You know what I'm saying? Look, Errol Spence just announced about his cardiac, his eye and stuff. Jose Benavidez, when he fought him, he had a shot leg. When he and then who's the other fighter that he faced that they try to make it a big thing and he was injured too? Kell Brook with his eye. So every fighter that Crawford has faced throughout the 147 division, whether it looks good on paper, they've been injured. I'm healthy. Fight the best fighter at a healthier weight. Let's do it. And it's like enough is enough. I'm tired of these guys. If you're gonna look at me a certain way, I'm gonna step. Because my father told me we ain't put.
After getting one of his comments, the unbeatable welterweight took to X to blast the takeover. He wrote this in ATM Lopez, "You little bot. Better worrying about those little guys that's on your ass down there in your weight class. It's crazy every time I see you. Houses. You don't even look my way, but when you are in front of a camera, you have so much to say, you a pissy." Terence Crawford continued, "I fought everyone and everybody that was put on my table, never turned down a fight in my life, even if it was late notice, moving up in weight, short fighters, tall fighters, strong fighters, fast fighters, boxes, brawlers, I fought them all." Lopez recognized that Crawford is a formidable fighter, and he thinks that a potential fight with Crawford is likely to be more financially lucrative for the latter than his previous fight.
You brought up your points as to why you felt, he fought guys that were injured or not at their best moment.
Hey Crawford, yo, bro, I know you call me a fake ninja. It's cool, bro. It's cool, man. No problem. I brush that shit off like I do with everything else that they done with my career. But I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I know that you're a great fighter. I'm a great fighter. You like tough competition, and so do I, man. Shoot. I may not be black, but I got it in me. So all I say with that being said, man, it's like whenever you're done with that contract and if you stay at 147, then yeah, man, I think we make more money than you made with Spence. I'm just saying facts. That's not even disrespect. That's just facts. You fought Jose Benavidez, who had a shot knee. He fought a guy that had broken eye socket. Feel me? Errol Spence, his recent one. And now Errol Spence is coming back saying that it was the reason why he couldn't stop those jabs and hooks. I mean, he should stop right there. You know what I mean? He should stop right there. But, another guy that had a car accident has never been the same since that accident.
Bill Haney, father and trainer of Devin Haney, responded strongly to Teofimo Lopez's ambitions for a match against Terence Crawford.
Teofimo Lopez, if you don't knock it off, talking about you want Bud Crawford. I just seen you and your daddy, and y'all yelled, why didn't we offer you $20 million? So you can imagine what you'd be talking about to fight Bud Crawford. Listen, act like you got some sense. You hear that money counter in the background. Act like you got some sense, and we can make Haney versus Lopez for that 140-pound unification. Yeah, baby. Act like you got some sense. And stop talking about Bud Crawford. You don't want none of Bud Crawford, and you don't deserve none. Knock it off.
Lopez hits back at Bill Haney, and he wrote on X, the Haney are now on the radar. It's about damn time. One fight at a time, baby. One fight at a time. Damn. It feels wonderful to be back. Terence Crawford's coach Bernie Davis says Teofimo Lopez isn't serious about wanting to fight Crawford. Davis stated it's picking and deciding right now. Teofimo wouldn't even look at Bud. How are you going to want to fight me, and you wouldn't stand me right here? Crawford is going to kill that boy. Crawford still has that eye of the tiger. Definitely he isn't going to do it because of Bob Rum of Top Rank. Even the fake retirement. Teofimo drives me nuts, but he got them titles. You didn't crush Lomachenko. He was on your backside in the end, but you won. Okay, you got past Lomachenko, but that's a stain on him, Teofimo. When he lost to Kambosos, he didn't get that, and he got dropped by Kamabokos. Haney beat him twice. Stand up to Bud and say, I want you when you see him. Don't turn your head. You got to at least stand your ground. At least make some eye contact if you didn't approach him a couple of weeks ago. Crawford and Haney looked each other up in person a couple of days ago. Lopez called out Haney for not accepting his offer for a potential fight, saying Haney ducked him several times.
Teofimo Lopez, Sr. and Jr. I just seen you at the Virgil Ortiz fight. Right before Bernard Hopkins walked up with his bush, y'all showed up with y'all's, talking about $20 million and why we didn't offer you $20 million. Brother, you're not the best at 140 pounds, and for one, why would you not be mad at your promoter, your boss, for not offering you $20 million and putting something on the table for us, whatever that us might have been getting? You should have been mad at him, because I don't know what you're getting paid for, Jermaine Ortiz, but you need to concentrate.
Eddie thinks Teofimo is somehow blaming him for his loss to George Cusum Jr. in 2021, a fight shown on DAZN.
Firstly, I don't even know why. All this beef with me is because he lost to George Kambosos, and he feels that it was my fault that he didn't get the decision. Because as you remember his quote after, if this was a top-ranked show, I would have won that fight. What? I mean, the guy, he talks so much. By the way, what a fighter. What an entertainer. Amazing for the sport.
Do you think a big part of it, though, is just his persona?
No, I think he's completely deluded, and I think he's on another planet. That is what I think. But sometimes you have to be to do what he does. Like, to go in there and beat Lomachenko, to beat Josh Taylor, you probably got to be a little bit whack. So I'm not mad about it. I don't hate the guy. I just listen to his interviews and think, you talk absolute. We crept over the line for a sellout at the theatre. He didn't sell out against Josh Taylor. He talks about the biggest gate in the history of the theatre. Complete rubbish. And by the way, it holds like 3,900. So you're capping about selling 3,800 tickets, and you're this megastar that should be getting 20 million. Amazing fighter, but just calm down. Concentrate on your fight. I don't even know if he'll get in a ring against Jermaine Ortiz. This is like,
Did you just say capping?
That's what the kids say, isn't it?
I can't with you.
You kept a straight face. When I said it, you kept a straight face. I was quite...
Sean Porter is a fan of the fight. He declared his opinion that Lopez is not ready for a showdown against a fighter of such skill. Porter mentioned, "I am past the beef or whatever. What I am looking at right now is how good of a fight this is. I think that it is a really good fight, and whilst Terence Crawford has fought himself into great stardom, he has fought himself out of fights against the likes of Girona Boots. And just because Ennis doesn't command that kind of money at this point in time, I feel like Teofimo does. I feel like it could be a good fight if this were to be something that really gets going. I think this fight sells, and I think it is a really good style fight. I don't think that Teofimo is ready for Crawford just yet, but this is what boxing needs. It needs guys who have a light over them talking to one another, getting it going, getting people excited, and then on top of that, making it happen. Thanks for joining the adventure. If you like the journey, remember to hit that like button and subscribe for more exciting content.